All right, you know what we say, 5 minutes a day over time will make us dangerous. Definitely want to apologize for not getting my post out here yesterday. I had a meeting with a pretty big group, and it took a lot of preparation time, and I could not find time to get back into this to get this recorded, so I apologize. Let's jump in. This is a hype Scott's load on gold as vote gets underway. And so you know how the hype is. We'll look at that video, but let me read this little passage here. It says, with uncertainty surrounding the Scottish independence referendum, my goodness, anxious investors in the country have been busy adding their holdings of the precious metal gold. Online dealer Billion Buy Post, which claimed to be the biggest online gold dealer in the UK, said that it saw a 37% jump in sales to customers from Scotland between September the 9th and September the 16th. A bigger jump than the growth seen in any other part of the United Kingdom. Whenever there's uncertainty, meaning the stock market, it always increases people's propensity to buy gold. Rob Stein, the founder of MD Billion Buy Post, told CNBC. So, of course, when people feel like they're not going to get their money back out of the stock market, then they'll look at other areas, which a lot of times is gold. So let's see what the hype is on this.
Some of the newspapers. Is this actually the spike that you've seen in your business in Scotland?
Yes, I mean, it was surprising. We only looked at it sort of out of interest after last weekend and the first poll, where I think people began to think that a yes vote might be a reality, and I think that's for a lot of people when it really started to hit home.
So in your mind, this is about concerns that Scotland may lose the pound and have to come up with a new currency if the yes vote wins on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's whenever there's uncertainty, it always increases people's propensity to buy gold, I think, and I guess 41% sounds like a big number, but I mean, I think when we see really big moves, sales can jump 2 or 3-fold. So I think if there was actually a yes vote, I think we'd see a much bigger move. So I think it was just a few people were north of the border were feeling a little bit more inclined to buy gold, given the uncertainty as to what might happen. And actually, those were anecdotally sort of chatting to them on the phone were all sides of the debate, so it wasn't just no voters that are feeling more inclined to buy gold. There were definitely some yes voters as well.
Rob, let me give you some disclosure. I've used your service, I've used your website, and I think it's very good. So I want to get that on the table, first of all. Secondly, I want to say anyone who thinks buying gold in uncertain times like this is going to make the money is absolutely off their rocker. When I used your service about a year ago, I bought gold sovereigns at £300 per sovereign. They're now trading it on your website at £189. As much as I think you provide a fantastic service, and I like your website, anyone who thinks that buying gold as a protection against uncertain times is going to make them money is wrong, aren't they, sir?
I mean, firstly, I think you must have picked right at the peak there. I think you rounded up to 300. I'm not sure they ever quite hit 300, but in the high 200s for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think people buy it as a insurance policy. So it's like insurance for wealth. You don't buy insurance in terms of on your house or your car hoping to make money. In fact, you hope you don't need it. And I think really that's the right approach for physical gold. You feel a bit safer if you've got a little bit of it, rather than putting all your money in it hoping to get rich. It's a way of protecting wealth, not.
Interesting. He was nice how he addressed him, but he did basically throw him under the bus. So that was pretty interesting how he did that. All right, let's go to the pre-markets. It's amazing how educated people will find creative ways of throwing you under the bus. All right, let's see. S&P is better than it was the last time I had this recorded. It's in the positive, and it's over 2,000, so that's good to see. And the Russell, Europe, Asia. Yeah, pre-markets don't look bad at all. All right, let's go to my stock portfolio and see how many points I'm up. I got to re-sign back in. All right, and let me refresh this one more time. Man, that doggone Adidas stock is just tanking. Let's see here. My Procter & Gamble is still looking good. I'm up $5,000 on that thing. That's good. And Let's see here. My portfolio is up by 7.6%, and I definitely want to get rid of Adidas when it hits back to 264. Let me look at numbers on this and see what the projections was on this. Target is $306 a share. Wow. They're way off target. I mean, way off. They're at 248 right now. Okay. Let's see. BP oil is still kind of teeter-tottering. And it is what it is on that. And I'm interested. I'm going to do one extra thing real quick. And I want to go back here to look at the Apple stock. Apple, let this in all caps. Apple ticker symbol. So let's look at this. I want to see where that's trading at. Look at there. Almost back to $1.02 per share. Wow. Well, I took my profit, but I ended up selling off, I think yesterday or the day before, I should say. I sold off at, pre-markets are at $1.02. I sold off at like 99, and I bought it at 98, and now it's up about another $2.50. So very interesting. All right, well, again, 5 minutes a day over time will make you dangerous. It's interesting, just kind of tracking all this stuff and staying up on the moves that's happening with the stock. So have a wonderful day.